Tonight, too close to call. Razor-thin margins in 2 counties, including Chatham. All eyes are on Georgia right now. The outcome of these races could have major impacts on the entire country. And we are still waiting for a few counties to come in. But right now, in the race between Republican incumbent Senator David Perdue and his Democratic challenger Jon Ossoff, David Perdue is in the lead. In the race between Republican incumbent Senator Kelly Loeffler and Democratic challenger Raphael Warnock, the incumbent again in the lead.
I am live at Georgia Southern University's Armstrong campus.
We're seeing what we expected to see, which is this yo-yo effect back and forth of the different voting locations.
I'll speak for outside of my role working for the state. This is a personal opinion that'll fall squarely in the shoulders of President Trump and his actions since November 3rd. When you tell people your vote doesn't count, it's been stolen, and people start to believe that, and then you go to the 2 senators and tell them to ask the Secretary of State to resign and trigger a civil war inside the Republican Party when you're hoping to unite, all of that stems from his decision-making since the November 3rd election.
Good morning. It is with humility that I thank the people of Georgia for electing me to serve you in the United States Senate.
I am going to the Senate to work for all of Georgia.
Moments ago, Governor Kemp signed the bill, and we bring in Danae Bucci live now from the newsroom.
Now, the governor says that this bill will provide more election security for the state.
He calls it a victory, but opponents are calling it oppression. This law brings sweeping changes to the state's election process.
There's no doubt there were many alarming issues with how the election was handled, and those problems understandably led to the crisis of confidence in the ballot box here in Georgia.
Why are you arresting her? Cite the violation. Cite the code. What is she in violation of? I want you to cite the code.
As Governor Kemp was signing the election bill into law, Georgia state troopers were arresting State Representative Park Cannon.
Several advocacy groups, including the Georgia NAACP and the Georgia League of Women Voters, are looking to block the changes made by Senate Bill 202.
Recently, video of Green confronting Parkland shooting survivor David Hogg was recently surfaced before she was elected. She can be heard making false and baseless claims as she asked him questions about gun rights. Well, this video and her past comments are 2 reasons why California Democratic Congressman Jimmy Gomez is calling for her to be expelled from Congress.
Well, Herschel Walker has made it official. The former University of Georgia running back announcing that he will be running as a Republican. He'll challenge incumbent Democrat and Savannah native Senator Raphael Warnock. Walker had been urged to run by former President Trump, and today, 1st District Congressman Buddy Carter officially endorsed Walker's candidacy.
We have to begin by understanding that having a governor who prides himself on inaction has devastated this state.
Georgia Democratic candidate for Governor Stacey Abrams criticizing Governor Brian Kemp's COVID-19 response.
We know that rather than trying to ensure access to services in the coastal areas, he picked fights with Mayor Van Johnson and Mayor Shirley Sessions.
We've reached out to both Kemp and Perdue's campaign for a response on Abrams and the vaccine mandate. We're waiting to hear back.